Hey guys, it's TK46 here, coming at you with the news. Let's see what kind of hell we're getting ourselves into today. Group urges feds to investigate Snapchat over fentanyl sales. What the hell? So, this is an article posted by AP News. I'll link it in the description if you want to check out the whole thing. But basically, fentanyl sales are at an all-time high as they haven't been in the past several years. It's never been this bad before. Fentanyl? Awful drug. Never use it. I never used it. I don't recommend you use it. But it shouldn't be like a surprise that you can sell drugs and other illegal substances over social media. Like, that's nothing new. Likewise, it shouldn't be news to you that Snapchat is being able to allow people to sell fentanyl to other people over their website or their platform. Like, that's nothing new. But it's fentanyl. But okay, let's just get into this article. Washington AP. As the U.S. deals with its deadliest overdose crisis to date, a National Crime Prevention Center group is calling on the Justice Department to clamp down on social media's role in the spread of fentanyl, the drug largely driving a troubling spike in overdose deaths among teenagers. Now, I'll just give my 2 cents on it. It's not a social media's platform to be responsible for if people are selling stuff. Like, that's just the reality. That's not what it was made for. Unless it was purposely made for that in mind, then yeah, go ahead, bash it. But it's a free market business. This is the United States, for Lord's sake. I guess what I'm trying to say here is, yeah, companies should be keeping an eye on their consumers. In this case, Snapchat should be keeping an eye on their accounts. But they already do that to an extent. It shouldn't be their sole responsibility to stop somebody from doing deranged things. Like, because there's only so much they can do. Now, while this is insane, to say the least, it's gonna happen because this is the internet and not one service can police the internet, while not one country can also police the internet. Because yeah, while it might be illegal to get something in your country, in this case, it's illegal to purchase fentanyl in the US, people will still go to international lengths to achieve that. Now, going back to what this news article said, the National Crime Prevention Council sent a letter Wednesday to Attorney General Merrick Garland, calling for an investigation. The group, known for ads featuring McRuff the crime dog, is especially concerned about the sale of fake pills laced with fentanyl on Snapchat, a popular platform among teens. I quote, "Drug dealers are using American innovation to sell lethal products," Executive Director Paul DePonte wrote. "Social media platforms bear some responsibility for these deaths." No, they don't. Snapchat should be keeping an eye on what they're advertising, but they're not purposely advertising with this in mind. Well, yeah, you could make the argument actions speak louder than intentions. At the same time, this is not what the purpose is. The purpose is to be comedic or something. If there's not a purpose behind it, then advertising money would be just pointless. Now back to what the article was saying. Overdose deaths in the US hit a record last year, an average of 1 death every 5 minutes in the US among teens ages 10 to 19. Deaths spiked 109% between 2019 and 2021. According to monthly median data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the vast majority of those deaths, 84%, involved fentanyl, according to the report released last week. Dealers use many social media and money exchange platforms, sometimes in the same transaction, but Snapchat's encrypted technology and disappearing messages make it especially hard to catch dealers, DePonte said. Well, yeah, that might be true, but at the same time, they also do that for privacy reasons. Like, but this is hard to think about. Is our country so godless that we hit the new low of selling drugs, fentanyl nonetheless, to kids over Snapchat? I guess that maybe, if this is such a concern, then DePonte should be telling parents to monitor their kids' Snapchat. Because if the main target is kids 10 to 19, then parents are just making a bad parenting choice by not monitoring their kid. It's less of the social media platforms problem and more of a parental issue. Now, apparently, the Justice Department had no comment on the letter, so they clearly probably don't care that much. But it does say here Snapchat's parent company, for its part, said it has been taking into significant steps to improve safety on the platform and saw a drop in user reports about drug sales from over 23% last year to 3.3% last month. It's also backing a new bill to bolster drug activity reporting by social media companies. So, yeah, Snapchat is at least taking precautions to stop this. Good for them. Now, Jennifer Stout, Vice President of Global Public Policy at Snap, said the company uses technology to identify and remove dealers and support police investigations. We will continue to do everything we can tackle this national crisis, she said in a statement. Still, Snapchat is the most common platform grieving families mention when they reach out to his group for help, DuPonte said. Those parents included Amy Neville, if I pronounced that right, whose son Alex was 14 when he bought a pill that he thought was OxyContin. Through the platform in June 2020, the boy had just told his parents about his experimentation with drugs, and they were about to put him in treatment. One day, he got his hair cut and then went to lunch with his dad and hung out with friends. After, he returned to the family home in Orange County, California. Of course it was in Orange County, California. California's a hellhole, what do you expect? He went to his room, and at some point took that pill, and that ended his life, dear Lord. The following morning, I found him in his bed. The rest is craziness, Amy Neville said. After he passed away, we said, how did this happen? We thought we were prepared. Well, clearly not. Like, not trying to crap on them or anything. That's pretty tragic. But overall, you should be keeping an eye out. Like, if your son says he's experimenting with something, if he did say that, because it seems like that's what it's saying. This article is saying, he said, maybe you should take some more precautions. I don't know. I can't even with the story anymore. Moral of the story, be a better parent, but also hold social media platforms responsible. Is that what this is telling us? It's such a mixed message. I wouldn't even. Anyway, please make sure you like and subscribe so that way I can feed my family. Alright, peace. Or not peace. No peace.
Yes. At last.
Men coming!
Bunch of murderers and rapists and humanity will escape. Here's one. Gotta finish this.
What was that? Men coming!
This'll do. Gotta stop moving sometime. Hey, asshole! We can see! I'm moving! I need covering fire! There's another one. I got you now, asshole. Burn.
Now I've got you. Stupid monster.
Stand down! Pull it back! Come on! Move up on him! Yeah, one more to go. Oh, I think that's it. Roads will be a little safer now. I mean, not much, but a little. All right, let's see if they got an underground bunker around here.